Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, March 20th, 2022. The first thing I like to do, aside from feeding the cat, is to descend into the nether and get some nether wood so that I can craft even more of those red nether bricks I need for the salmon monument. So, cat, I got your cot. Are you interested in it? It does not seem like that. Hey, cat. Hey, you. Ah, here we go. Have a cot. Yes? Okay. Well, seems not that impressed. Okay, well, guess I will just go to the nether then. But first let's have a quick check if things are still in order. I do not trust those Endermen anymore. Oh, I think they do something. They do something bad down here. At least I can't spot a block in my hall of sports, which is good. So yeah, looks safe, looks good. Everything seems still to be in order. That's fine. Cat is still trying to get my attention or so. Let's open the gates and leave. Leave the tower for the nether. I remembered that I do have a set of armor ready at the portal, so I would have not even needed to go up to the tower to get the golden armor, and so it was good that I did not do that. And yeah, let's get there. And while I'm on the way to the portal, I can also shear the sheep real quick and get some additional wool, which always is important right now. So let's get in here. So yeah, what's going on? Well, one day this week, I woke up. I looked up to my. Hey, please, guys. And I only need that white sheep. Hey, you. Okay. I looked up to my skylight as usual and was a little bit confused because there either is frost on it or I just see some, well, the sky, obviously. But this time, things were different. Things were completely different. It looked so dirty. And then I realized, okay, there is sand on my skylight. Why is there sand on my skylight? This really confused me in the morning. But quickly I realized or thought about a specific phenomenon that happens from time to time, but it's rarely visible or noticeable. But I assumed that it could be this phenomenon. I'm talking about the fact that sometimes sand from the Sahara, so from Africa, gets blown all the way up to Europe, and when it's raining, this sand gets washed out of the sky and provides fields, the nature, with well-needed nutrients, well-needed minerals. And I think, or I assume, that this phenomenon is also responsible for the fact that Europe is so good for having developed our civilization and for being so good in with agriculture and so on, because we get the sand, we get the Sahara sand occasionally, and the sand is rich in minerals. So that's cool. That's very cool. And when you just start to think about all those dynamics going on, that sand from the Sahara gets blown all the way over to Europe. This is amazing. This is almost like thinking about, hey, that we orbit, and with we I mean the Earth orbits the sun, and the moon orbits the Earth, and all those dimensions that are going on there. So that's just crazy. What's what's going on this world. And when you think about this, we greatly affect the climate, and that we might be responsible for the fact that the winds and all the processes involved for that will stop. We might cause even more consequences on a global scale than we think of. But that's a completely different problem. So okay, I got 34 nether wood. Do I need to... I mean, I don't have soul sand. Do I need to expand this? Can I use bone meal on nether wood? Let's try out. Can I speed up that process? No. Okay, can't do that. Well, I think I have to occasionally check back with those guys to see if they have grown. Otherwise we might have a shortage in those things, unfortunately. But yeah, this was cool, and it was not only my skylight, it was the entire region. So all the cars, all the other roofs, all the other skylights I could spot were covered in this sand dust, which is very, very interesting. And hey guys, please step out of the way. And so yeah, this was just cool and interesting to see. And yeah, since then we haven't had much rain, so it's still there. The sand is still there. Not even the strong wind we had recently has blown away the sand. But yeah, that's all right. I think sooner or later we get a strong rain again, then it will wash away all the sand on the roof and on my skylight. But for now it will reside there for a little bit longer, I guess. And yeah, this is just interesting. Also, it was very interesting because the evening before I woke up and saw, okay, something is really weird. It was raining, and I was thinking, for some reason, the rain feels different. Well, not that the rain itself felt different. Was more like, okay, the visibility in this rain is really poor, more poor than I would normally have assumed the visibility would be with this kind of rain. So there already the evening before something was going on. I noticed it, but I couldn't really tell what's going on, and at the same time there were no other signs. It just was like, okay, the rain feels too dense or so for the real amount of rain that is coming down. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Sand from the Sahara in Europe. Very cool. I'm now living in a desert. But yeah, that's one thing that happened this weekend, which is super special and super cool. Not so cool was Friday. Friday we received the reviews for the conference where I submitted to early February, and where I was involved in 3 papers at once. One paper I already assumed, okay, this most likely won't be accepted. It's not ready yet. We're not there yet. But okay, we're also not there yet here. On the other hand, we are more or less there yet, because I don't have enough nether wood for for getting all the bricks. So I can just put them here and there. Okay, you can just continue to cook. At least I got some nether wood. With this brownish, reddish, orangey sky. I saw some pictures of southern Bavaria where it was like that, thanks to to the sand of the Sahara. So that's cool. This must have been really an interesting site. And yeah, so one paper I already assumed, okay, this most likely won't be accepted because it's not ready yet. But the other papers, I thought they have some potential, especially the one I mainly wrote, where I wanted to publish more results about the plush frog, this learning environment. This one got rejected, and yeah, the reasons for the reject were like, okay, some of the things you claim that were not good were in the paper already, or we already added them to our limitation section. So basically you just looked at our limitation section, you grabbed all the things we identified as limitations for our study, and you pointed them out as limitations for the paper itself, although we really reported those things, and you try to formulate a reason for rejecting it. And other things you claim that are not in the paper are in the paper, so apparently you simply have not read our paper. And this was really one of those review moments where I really thought, what is going on with those guys? Especially you can, or you should, provide an insight about your proficiency with the research, and that person that really that there are so many things wrong even indicated or showed themselves as an expert. And based on the way how this review was written, this never was an expert. So yeah, I was really angry at this review process. I mean, one of the 3 papers got accepted, so yay. But yeah, really to reject a really solid study, where I personally even would say, okay, this thing is really well done, it's plainly stupid. So they really must have not even read the paper. And since this conference has a 2-step review format where you get initial reviews, then you get time to revise the manuscript, and then you get a second review, most things they complained about that were already in the paper, I mean, just writing a rebuttal and, hey, it's there, please actually read the paper instead of just coming up with weird assumptions, would have done the trick. And other things could have been easily fixed and added to the paper. So yeah, I was really annoyed by this, and by the way how they treated it. I was also annoyed by the coordinator who coordinated that review process, that they did not step in and said something like, well, what you wrote there is not good. What you criticize in the paper is not true. They did not step in, so that's also a little bit of a... Wait, no, I need only 8. It's also another indication of how bad this entire review process is. But yeah, you unfortunately can't change it now. I mean, a decision rarely is redone or is withdrawn. They just stick to the decision like everything is fine, that the review process is effective as always. So yeah, in the end, the good thing is I am not dependent on that paper, that it gets published. I mean, then I publish it somewhere else, the next conference or the next good good situation where I could submit it to is by the end of May. So yeah, there's basically no problem with that. I will just submit it to somewhere else and get new reviews. Might improve a few things here and there. Try to... Can you please hold still? I just want to see your pixels. Okay, we need down at the tail. We start with some bright and then with a little bit of a darker one. Yeah, so I think of that one and that one. Where do I like to have the head? Where do I like to have the head of the salmon? So yeah, I mean, in the end, I don't care that much. I think I like to have the head here. I think the head there would feel better than there. So this will be the tail. Okay. So yeah, it's just the fact that, okay, this is a solid study. It's a solid experiment. The results are good. Everything is very good about that experiment. And okay, I start with the granite. And now I have to resubmit it again, which is just causing more work, basically. Okay, then this. Now comes the terracotta, which is just causing so much more. Well, it's not causing more work, but it's just waste of time, waste of energy, and so on. So that's what I'm annoyed about is. But okay, this continues on for the rest of the salmon. I can do the next 2 blocks like that. But yeah, once again, a good example for a bad review process and for bad reviewers. But the good thing is I can just submit it somewhere else and things are fine again. Still, it's annoying. I think I can continue this for. Well, let's continue this for this flank of the salmon, and make sure that the horse. Where actually is the horse? Okay, I think I should first take care of that horse before continuing to work on the salmon. So yeah, this was just once again one of those things where I thought, oh man, it was bad, but in the end, I mean, it doesn't matter. So you just think, okay, thanks reviewer, thanks for having not read the paper, thanks for calling more work on my end, thanks for being a complete jerk. But that's also just continue on and don't think back, don't think any more about that guy or so. So that's how things normally work out in the end. But yeah, one last thing. I mean, it's not even clear if there would have been traveling involved in this for this conference, and if I would have traveled. I mean, with all this pandemic situation going on, for some reason they still want to move ahead with their. Okay, we are reducing now the rules. We are less strict. Pandemic is still there. Not sure if I would have traveled, but this might have been actually a place where I would have had some interest in going there. So this is another thing where I found this a little bit sad that I got rejected, but yeah, it is what it is, so can't change it. Can just say, okay, we'll submit again soon, don't care about your reviews, and that's it. then another interesting thing that has... Okay, hold still, please. Hold still, hold still, hold still, hold still. So from there on, we get to dark red. I think we go from... why am I... Oh, lily pad. Okay. Let's get to land. Let's overtake those salmon. Hey, you. Okay, there's different color. There's different color. So those two colors I just used are only used at the bottom. So I got too much terracotta, basically. And how does this... Okay, we get a darker and then a brighter. So back there should be dark and then brighter. Okay. Yes, I will... So this is darker, this is brighter. So for those students who study to become a teacher, they do have completely different rules to everybody else. Becoming a teacher is really a weird thing here in Germany. And they need to write something that is a little bit similar to a bachelor thesis, but actually it's not a bachelor thesis. So they have to write such a thing. And I got asked if I want to supervise one of those students by that student. I mean, sure, why not? I know her from the seminar I gave, this interdisciplinary seminar. And so why not? And then it turned out, okay, for actually being in the position, yeah, this is, I guess, coming along, for being in the position of supervising, grading it, you need to apply for it to become a specific examiner for teachers. I think that this is... Well, I'm excited how this looks like when I have built the entire flank of the salmon. It's a good start. It's definitely a good start. So there's a specific form where I have to sign up for being an examiner, and I have to send it to the some ministry of the state of Bavaria, who will then register me. So I don't know why they make it so complicated. Ooh, skeletons. Creepers. Why they make it so complicated that for every other thing, I don't need a specific application or so for grading bachelor and master thesis and so on, but for this teacher thing I do. So that's a little bit hilarious, but okay, this is once again the German system. In general, the German system always can be described as things that can be done easily. No, why do things easy when you can also do them complicated? That's how you describe the German system, I guess. So yeah, there's some fun. At least I filled in that form. Now I just need to send it to the ministry, and then they can do whatever they want with this. I hope they just accept it and don't ask further questions or so. Because in the end, I just like to... I'm interested in what this student will do, and on the other hand, I think there could be some interesting results I personally could use for my own research or as a publication or so. And you don't have big intentions or anything like this. I just want to supervise it. Why is so much work? I hope this will be done real quick. And yeah, then there's always the March 16th, the evening of March 16th. The town I live in got basically destroyed completely during the Second World War on March 16th. And to memorize this event, the churches rang their bells for 20 minutes every, well, on the evening of March 16th. This was also a thing where I always forget about this, and then I hear those bells ringing for a very long time, and I think, okay, it's that event. So yeah, this is also crazy thing to think about this, and it's especially crazy when you put it into the current context that we as humans have not learned anything from our mistakes in the past. But yeah, with that, we are at the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you will be joining me next time. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!